Well, good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us this beautiful Saturday, the first one in June. My goodness, where has this year gone by? One of the things I've noticed in doing Avini that's so fun that time just flies. I remember when I had a job I didn't like, I'd keep looking, boy, is my watch working? When is it lunch? Boy, when you love what you're doing, you can do lots of it, and it's such a joy. But talking about joy, I think the greatest joy is it comes from just human beings giving joy to someone else. And I'm so grateful for this business. I've been stuck for a few years. You're either growing or you're dying. There isn't such a thing as maintaining. It's a lot more fun to create than try to maintain. And oh my goodness, what a wonderful opportunity to be able to be with good people, building and doing something that matters. And we are really changing the world right now. And we're renewing a lot of friendships like Toni Abeyta. I can't remember when I first met you, but it was quite a few years ago. And so Avini is becoming more and more this wonderful family reunion where we get together and meet each other one more time. And also, we got a great rodeo ahead. And Toni, I'm going to turn it over to you because you're putting an amazing team together. What an opportunity to just grow and develop in leadership, and everybody's winning. And wow. So Toni, tell us about your two friends and what's happening in your life. You're pretty new at the game here, but you've been doing stuff for a long time. What's happening? Maybe introduce yourself a little bit and what's going on.
Well, hi, everyone. For those who don't know me, and my name is right there, it's Toni Abeyta. How are you? And yeah, time is flying. It's going super fast, and the joy is exceeding, because it just seemed like yesterday that we had a visit from our vice president here in Grand Junction to share Avini and get an idea of what concept we had, and just it's already June. It's already June, and watching the embers grow and catch fire, and yeah, probably been around a couple of times, and different rodeos. But what's beautiful is the friendships that you develop and we develop, and the ones that are dearest to our heart. I'm so grateful that they bonded, and two great guests that we have here are the examples of those bonds. And I'm so proud and happy to share these two ladies, both Ann Wehling and Diane Chasick. Diane is currently at a farmer's market promoting health as the new, does that say the new sexy? Does it? Yes, it does. I want that sign. Right back here. Okay. But fabulous. And these women were, they're so lovely, and you'll hear from them. I want to share how amazing they are, but their passion for sharing what we have with Avini Health and these products comes from their heart and their soul. And I'd like, probably because she is busy there at the fair, I'll probably start with Diane, who is in Florida, and she's there manning the desk, and people are listening to her, but I adore her. She is highly executive. Don't let that visor fool you. This is one organized gal with a huge heart, a huge soul, and I love her to pieces, and I'm so grateful that she trusted. One more time, Diane Chasick, share why Avini, why now, and what are you doing?
Absolutely, Toni. Thank you so much. And again, I am surrounded by people. We have a very active health farmers market here, and lots of organic things, microgreens, homemade bread. And yet everybody understands that we have pollution inside. So people, when they walk up, they go, "What are you here for? What do you mean sexy, healthy is the new sexy?" And I say, well, you know that we have pollution inside of us every single day, even though we're eating healthy and we're trying to do the best we can. We have it's a pollution inside of us we can't ignore anymore. So what I have is a solution to our pollution. And so for us to be here now, to get this word out, to educate people, that is what I'm so driven to do, to hold up my little bottle and say, this can help you on a daily basis clean your blood of all the things that no matter how hard you work at staying clean, you're going to get. It's just not possible to be clean in our environment. So I have on my table, I have this picture of the different heavy metals that are in our bodies. And so I'm here to educate. I wish I could, yeah, maybe I could do this. I don't know if I can. No, I'm not even going to try, but I posted a picture of my table, which has quite a few of our flyers, all the information about, I actually have some fiber samples that I created so I can hand out to people that are very interested in also knowing about the gut cleanse. I educate people on more of the blood, and then also the my favorite product, my other favorite product, which I have right here, is Immunity. My Avini Health Immunity mushrooms. I love them, and I love telling people how that can also, with the fiber and the cell defender, make a difference in their lives today and now. And it's important to do this. So that's why I'm here. So thank you for bringing me in. Right now it's raining a little bit, so people have scattered, so I'll be able to listen a little bit better. And that's Florida. So it was funny because in about an hour and 40 minutes, we had a rocket launch, which goes up right over there. But because of the clouds and the thunderstorms, they postponed it until tomorrow. But that's where I am on the Space Coast, North Merritt Island, Florida. And thank you for having me in your offices and living room today. Dave, it's a pleasure to be here. And Toni, thank you so much. You are just my sister from another mister. And we have met before on a Zoom too, and I believe in another space. So it's great to see you also. Thank you all for having me here.
Diane, you offer from your heart. Oh, sorry, Dave. I'm sorry. I just wanted to share that Diane has been reaching out to folks that she has known for a very, very long time with some very, very serious conditions. Some that are noticed in the news, situations from pollution, military bases, and so on. And so she's known these folks for a very, very long time, and it is beyond words to describe when she brings these people to Chip or to Marcy or to Dave or myself or anybody that she connects them to, and then to watch the progress that they trust her. And Diane, can you share just a few feelings of what you've seen with a couple of the folks that you've seen change?
The God bumps. I just love those God bumps. That's what I really am passionate about. And these people, Stacy, Eddie, Kim, there's more, and there's more to come. Sherry has a bottle on the way to her, and she's also from Hawaii. They had toxic jet fuel in their water at a base there. So yeah, it goes on. And I want to share this with everyone. I see these people, and Stacy, I'll just bring you up because you're probably listening, and you stole my heart about 5 years ago, where I really wanted a solution for you, and we finally found one. And she's one that has a different kind of issue, where she started on 1 drop a day. then she went to 2 drops and 3 drops. And now I think she's up to 5 drops 3 times a day. But there's different people like that. I just spoke to Suzanne, who was here at my table, and it's the same. She has the same situation. So then there's Eddie, who started on a bottle a week. We all have those things, and we all have individual needs. My concern for these people is to live a happy, healthy, long life. And those are my individuals. If I have to do it one by one, I will. That's why I'm at a farmer's market. And that's my passion, my God bumps. I'm getting them now because I feel like I know there's going to be another person that I can reach today whose life I can change. And they can talk to somebody else whose life they can change.
Wow. Do you think you found what we've been looking for so long?
I have. Yes. This is definitely what this is so foundational. It's, the other things are going to be there everywhere. And there's so many other things out there, but this is so foundational. This goes along with and underneath everything to lift it all up, to bring our bodies to a healthier place, to accept those other solutions, to accept those other, it's great to eat the microgreens, but even if your body's cleaner, those microgreens are going to be, you're absorbed better in your body. So yes, this is what I've been looking for. And I love explaining to people how it can help that foundation, that health foundation that we all need.
And you're so eloquent in delivering that message, Diane. So appreciate you beyond. I'm so grateful that you're in our lives, and the world is grateful for you, because
I'm so grateful you called me. Thank you so much for calling me. And she started out, you may not be ready to hear this, but I was. You're right.
Bless you, sweetheart.
Continue. And thank you for introducing me to Dave on the phone last night. Dave, it was a pleasure. So I'm so glad to be a part of your team.
Me too. Thanks. Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking about eating really pure and clean. And I was so excited years ago when I first discovered kale, and we were making kale salads, and that was kind of this superfood. And then reading stuff that is one of the big sources of heavy metals. I was like, oh man. And wow, we just got to take this stuff. Everybody needs Cell Defender or brown rice. That's supposed to be healthy. Well, rice is famous for arsenic. We could go on and on. So, but anyway, thanks for the goodness that you're doing.
Thank you. All right. And our next guest, my goodness, I see tears in her eyes, because wow, this has been, I almost want to turn my camera off and just reflect back into the journey that this woman has been on. We do this with life happening in the background, and sometimes it's in the foreground. And I love Anne because the entire time I've known her and I was introduced to her, she's been a sweet spirit, a pure soul. And I knew her, and she began to care for her mother while we were associated elsewhere. And as things progressed, and I watched her care for lovingly, without complaint, her mother. And then Avini entered, and ironically, at the same time, or not ironically, but God called her mother home. And Anne was right there at her side in I believe it was January. Yes. And we had just begun this journey. But I tell you, without missing a step, she coordinated and was a part of leading her family through the process that you go through with your family. And she never shared anything negative. She was always a light of positivity through the whole thing. And the drum was beating for Avini and was marching on. And she was still handling details with the passing of her mom. Blessed woman that she is. I got to meet her several years ago. And so what was the most compelling was that what I didn't know is that while all of us were cheering Avini Health, go Avini family, yay, we're moving, Anne was actually talking very quietly behind the scenes to family, to friends, and she was planting seeds. And I just want to share that this last month, she doubled what, she absolutely exploded. Her business just all of a sudden exploded from the seeds that she planted, and she managed it with honor, with integrity, with softness, with kindness. And I am so happy to introduce to everyone Anne Wehling.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
It's an
Anne.
honor to talk to all of you because I have such respect for all the people in this company and for the company, for customer service. I just have to put that in there because they are amazing, and all my leaders. So I really appreciate that introduction. Thank you. So I want to bring in a little note. Last night, my daughter and I went for a walk, and we walked on the farm that my mom used to go over to every day to pray with her best friend. So we went and took a walk on that property on the farm, and my mom and her were best friends. And I found this leaf that is shaped like a heart. Okay. So I just gasped and said to my daughter, oh my gosh, Joyce and Mom just gave me a heart. And I was just like, everywhere you go, there are blessings. But I have looked for this product my whole life. And to be able to tell people about it and the elation that it gives me, I can just feel beforehand what it's going to do for every single person. You can feel it. It's because it's such an incredible product with such frequency that you feel it just in this most beautiful way. And then after you talk to people on the phone after they've been on it for a bit, the things that it is doing for each and every person, I feel like I am floating a foot off the ground. And I feel like I'm going to be that way for a long time. So when I'm there in October, you might have to hold my hands and bring me back down to the ground, because I do feel like I'm floating. What this has done for myself and so many people is incredible. The first thing that happened for me was I competed in tennis my whole life. So I had some wild cells on my face. And that went away in 2 weeks. Okay. Now I would put a drop on my finger and I would put it on the wild cells and every day. And I just keep doing that even after it's gone, because I just want to make sure that area is supported, as well as me taking the cell defender internally. But I wanted to say too, that I think it's so exciting. Like years ago when I would do like 3-day fasts and so forth, the thing I would notice after 3 days is my nose would feel brand new from inside out. Okay. Well, when I took the cell defender, within 1 day, my nose felt new from inside out. I don't know how to explain it other than that, but the inside of my nose felt brand new. Well, I've been taking the fiber, and I'm just going to be honest, I felt my colon feels like it's new, And so, I know that's weird, but I'm like, I wonder if everybody else is feeling this, because I just feel like everything inside is like brand new again. So I am so thankful for these products. I could tell you so many things about all my people, but in a nutshell, it is the most amazing thing for people to call me. Like my cousin, for instance, she called me, her parents have been on it for like 2 weeks. Well, let's see, 3 weeks now. She said, my dad used to mow the front lawn, come in and sit on the chair and take like a 3-hour nap and then go and do the backyard. Well, she called me yesterday and said that her dad her mom told her this, that her dad mowed the front lawn, mowed the back lawn, the neighbor's lawn wasn't mowed and they weren't home. So he went ahead and mowed that lawn. And then he went in his garage and worked on his cars that he does. And so it's just things like that are so exciting. I'm like, oh my gosh, we are changing lives and giving people their life back, and our life is a gift. And what we do for others is our gift back. And so I have always wanted to help people. And this product, I finally found it. And the excitement and the feeling, because you just know what's going to happen. You can feel what's happening for people. I have never felt like this in my life. This is the products, the company, the energy. I mean, like the Immunity. I get so much energy from that. My cousin said she does too. I mean, does everybody get that much energy from it? It's just like so exciting to know what this is going to do for each and every person. Yep.
Well, I could say we could stop right there, but on the other hand, we could start right there. Go forward. Oh my goodness, it's so fun to be excited and wake up every morning and we got something to share. We got something wonderful to do, and everybody needs this. Nobody knows about it, and what a wonderful story that we can share with other people. I really appreciate that, Anne.
And I think what is so evident is that we have a company in Avini that is the expression of their hearts and all of our hearts. And it is amazing the incredible people that it is attracting, and those people like Anne and Diane and everybody on this Zoom. I know we're preaching to the choir when we speak. There are so many wonderful, wonderful people here. I can see their names, and everybody's hearts and souls are the expression of this company. And we are so going to take this country by storm because it is so timely. It is so needed. Never have we heard of so many situations that are accelerating. And the more the information comes out, the more we are the answer. Do you agree, Mr. Johnson?
Oh my goodness, yes. In fact, you've been around quite a while. You're very good. You can do anything well, especially anything involving people. You've proven yourself as a very capable leader that I've watched over the years. So tell us a little bit about that. What brought you to where you're at? Because I just think all of us, when we come to this moment, a lot of us are already prepared. We've gone through several things that have just thought, wow, okay, now I'm here. I know what to do. I've got relationships. I've got contacts. This is my moment. This is my day. This is my turn to shine. And a lot of people will do that. And it's so fun when you lay this out, because you can connect the dots and helping people realize how unique this is. We've got a brand new company with a novelty and thrill of that. And yet, on the other hand, this product has been around somewhere around 20 years. A lot of the relationships with that product have been around that long. And just all of this is gathering. And I think, wow, it's the people behind corporate, this is not their first rodeo. We've had several shakedown cruises working for other people, doing other things. And this is just such a magic, unique, special moment. And then we share that with other people, and so many other folks, they think, wow, you are just what we've been looking for. This is it. This is what I'm looking for. And they want to come in because they see it as well. And it's fun to do that. And then again, and they say, tell me again, this is only a year old? Because it doesn't feel like it's a year old.
No, I had someone actually say that they were reluctant to be a part of this company because it was only a year old. And I said, if you had any idea how many decades of accumulation of experience this company has behind it, you'd never hesitate a second to not be a part of this. So please take a deeper look. And I'm happy to introduce you to some of the decade, double decade, triple decade people that have been around that. And like I said, the core leaders of this group, they don't lie to each other. They've been around, and it's about the relationships that were established long ago. And as Doug Dickey has shared, we may not know the entire world, but everybody has an influence or an association with at least 10 to 20 to 30 people. And if we reach out to those, we'll accumulate, we'll attract, we'll get that word out. And for those of us, and Dave alluded to, yes, I've done this a time or two and had various levels of hurrah, like many here. But if it wasn't the right fit, or the product didn't have the delivery, or if the business just really wasn't a sustainable business, and many of us here have experienced where we were excited about something, but it just didn't make sense, dollar and cents wise, procedural, business wise, the numbers just didn't add up. And I know many, many people in the industry who would grind it out. I mean, grind it out and still be happy if they could get $20 at the end of the month, maybe. And that broke my heart, company after company after company, because, and I see Diane, how many of us can say we've seen that? Yes, I wasn't going to out you, darling. But I mean, these two women, I have watched them do exactly that, share from their hearts, and still, and it wasn't the right format. It wasn't the right reward system. And now people are actually recognizing what we have, and they're not going to leave because we have the product that are changing lives and saving lives. And there's a reward for it in God bumps, in paycheck, and in life. And, it's just a win-win-win. We can celebrate, and we just want to expand that. And Dave, we're so grateful for your leadership, for Marcy and Chip, for Neil, for Doug, for Rick. We're so happy for Rick. Yay! Oh, you got it. Okay. And so where would we be without you? So thank you for influencing us, Dave. And I want to, speaking about books that are really hard to get, including Invisible Killers, which we're going to beg Rick to rewrite with Dr. Longkey, or do second edition or an ebook or an abridged edition, whatever, because Priscilla made it very clear that there is information that just needs to get out there. We need to get that information out. But in addition to great books that precede us, I'm going to give us a friendly reminder of our beloved John Kalich, who again set the road for us long ago. Dave, do you remember John? Absolutely. And this book, 17 Secrets of Master Prospecting, it's about the love in here. I love this man, and I hope he's blessing all of us with his magic. And so grab this book. There's some real gold in here. But thank you, Dave, for allowing to share these wonderful women and all the women and men that are being touched, and their lives will be changed from here forward. We're so grateful to you.
Well, thank you. Wow. Emotional income, spiritual paycheck, it's all good. And also practically just seeing over and over again, people that have wanted a home business and have never succeeded, and they're winning here, all powered by the most profound, life-changing products there are. So I guess we could say as Avinians, which is a term you coined, they're all part of the Rick Deitch fan club. And I'm one of the leading members.
Yes, you are. You and Valerie. Where's Valerie today, by the way?
She's cleaning the church. So yeah, I'm supposed to be there too, but I had to do this.
Oh, darn.
All right. Love you guys, and thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
We've only just begun.
That's
Avini's
right.
the right.
very true. Thank you so much. Yes, we have only just begun. From
See
within.
at the top.
And of course, healthy is the new sexy. So here we go.